Guys, good morning, guys. Last session we have had started the operators, right? Basically, operators is the symbol which we tell to the compiler to perform some operations. Okay. Okay. Java provides a rich set of operators to deal with various types of operations. Okay. Sometimes we need to perform mathematical operation, then we use plus operator for addition, multiplication, etc. Okay, operators are always essential part of any programming language. Okay, so these are the very important. These will play very important role in the operators. Okay, so in the last session we had done the the topics. The operators are, I would say, first one we had done the discussion with arithmetic operators. First one we done the discussion about the arithmetic operators, and second one I would say assignment operators, uh, and third thing relational or conditional operators. Relational or conditional operators. Next, fourth one. These three only we discussed in the last session, right? Okay. Today we'll discuss about the logical operators. Logical operators. So when we will go for the logical operators, we'll try to understand. Logical operators, I will use the MS Paint, and through that we'll get the take MS Paint, new, next, I will take, okay. So now we are discussing about the logical operators. Okay, in the logical operators, generally, uh, this is a very important topic actually. I would say logical operators. Okay, here we will use the symbols like and symbol, or symbol, and not symbol. Not symbol. Okay. So basically, when the logical statements we will use generally, for example, everybody we have the Gmail, right? We have the Gmail. So normally, how will you log in with Gmail? You can log in with username and password, right? Username, you can say ID, anything, and then second case is password. Okay, when the both cases, whenever the username and password, the both credentials are true, then only your Gmail will be successfully logged. Gmail will be successfully login, right? Successfully login. So among those two, if anything is wrong, then it won't log in successfully. So both condition, at the both condition, we should use the AND operator. This is the AND operator. AND operator. Okay, this one is the OR operator. This one is the NOT operator. NOT operator. So in the logical statements, we have three: AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. If you want to log in with some Gmail, and you need to give the proper username and the password, then only it will be login successful. If not, it will tell you the invalid password and invalid username. Okay, this is the case number one. And the second we have, if I take the another thing, like we have the some movies, platforms, right? Like Netflix, okay, Amazon Prime. These are the things you have, right? So there you can log in with mail. You can log in with mobile number also. Mobile number, anything. Like there itself you can log in with anything. So in this case you can log in with anything. You can log in with mobile, you can log in with mail, you can log in with mobile. So anything among those two conditions, if anything is true, then we will get the login successful. We will get the login successful. Are you guys clear with my point? So in this case, among those two, if any one is true, then we will get the login successful. So in this case, you can use OR operator. So in the 10th standards, we will run the like true or false table, right? True or false table, like truth table. So I will show you the truth, how the truth table will be. Generally, first one is you can take AND operator. Okay, this is the AND. Here I am taking truth table. First one is true, true. Here this is the end. I am writing end. Okay. Next thing is true, false, false, true, false, false. Okay. This is in case of AND operator. And I will take OR operator. OR symbol, and this is the OR, and finally we have the NOT. Okay. In case of OR, what will happen generally? Same thing. The table, truth table, true, 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 false, false, true, false, false, right? In uncase, when the both conditions are true, then only we will get the true result. If among those two anything is false, finally we will get the false only. Meaning we will not log in successfully. In this case, this is the false, this is the false, and this is also false. Both the condition is true, then only it will be logging successfully. So at the time you should go with AND operator. When the both conditions want to give the correct credentials, at the time you should go with AND operator. If you observe in case of OR operator, among if you are giving the two both are correct credentials, you can successfully log in. And among those, if you are giving anything is correct, then you can log in successful, and you can log in successful. When the both are giving wrong, then only you are not able to success. We are not able to success. So this is the truth table for and OR operator. And OR operator. So this will be used very regularly, I would say logic AND operator and OR operator. AND operator generally, when the both conditions are true, then only we will get the login successfully. When among those two anything is true, then it will get the login successfully. So some cases we will go with OR operator, some cases we will go with AND operator. And what about not? Not meaning which is the opposite, meaning if you want true, true, if you mention not, then it will return the false, false. Okay. If you mention the false, it will return the true. Opposite. Okay. It will always give the opposite. So most of them, these logical operators are very important in the business logic. Any product will use the logical operators. Okay. And operators meaning when the both conditions is true, then it will give the true as a result. When among those two anything is false, anything is true, then it will log in successfully. Then it will log in successfully. Okay. Okay. Based on this, we will write some programs on it. Then you'll get some clarity on it. Logical statements. So I will take simply I am going to my demo file, demo.java. So here one more file I will create, tester.java. I will take new tester.java, tester.java. Yes, and then here. we have to take public static void main string. This is clear. We have taken class, and every class having the main method, and inside the main method we are writing. Okay, here I am taking int x equal to some value 1, right? And here I am taking int y equal to I am taking some 2 value, some 2 value, some 2 value. And operator meaning we have to take two conditions. Once the two conditions is false, also this will logical statements are always give the boolean values. This always will give the boolean values, meaning either true or false. Always it will give the boolean values. Boolean values. Okay. So for simply right now here I am coming to here, and then directly can write the statement here, that is like boolean and result. You can take the condition. So first I will take the condition. For example, I x greater than or equal to y. So this is the true or false. X is holding the 1 and y is holding the 2. False, right? Okay. And I am mentioning AND operator. Now I am taking x less than, I would say x less than y. Now this one, x is holding the value is 1, y is holding the value is 2. I am saying 1 is less than 2. This is the true and this is the false. This is the false, right? Now I am storing this entire statement in some variable. The variable name is the result, and this variable data type is the boolean. This variable data type is the boolean. Okay, I'm saving this one boolean, and then I will take one sysout statement, system dot out dot println. I will mention result. So if I print this one, then what should I get the result? We will get the false. Why? Because whenever you are using the AND operator, the both conditions are true only. At the time only, it will give the true as a result, right? This is the one condition, and this is the one condition. If I go with this approach, I will get false as the output. I will get false as the output. False as the output. I will save this one, and then I will run that file, and then I will show you how it should be. You can open with cmd, and then I would say you can open with Java and test.java c, test.java. The file has successfully compiled Java and then test, right? We are getting the false value. In the same way, for example, I am taking right now one more condition. So we can take directly here also. So instead of doing two lines, you can do with single line also. For example, I am copying this one, the entire statement, and then I am coming here and I am pasting here. Here I am writing the condition. The same condition I am taking here. So here I will mention the OR operator. Here I will mention the OR operator. If I mention the OR operator, what should I get that result? True. Why I am getting the true as a output? Because any one condition is true, then it will give as a true as the result, right? True as the result. I am coming here Java C, and then we have to, the file has successfully compiled. We have to execute the file. False, true. False, true. Are you guys clear with my pointer? We have taken two variables, x equal to 1, y equal to 2, and we are mentioning two conditions. Any one condition is true, then if you go with OR operator, if any one condition is true, then it will return as the true. But in case of AND operator, both conditions are true, then only it will give as the true. For example, I will take this one. The same statement I will take here, and then I will paste here. Here I will mention and operator. So and operator I will get the false, right? So now here what I am doing, I am mentioning with greater than 0. Then in this case I will get the true only. I will get the true only. Why? Because x is holding the value is 1, and then if I mention x is greater than 0, then it is absolutely right. And then next one, x is holding the 1, y is holding the value 2, then I can get absolutely as a true value. Okay, so simply I am coming here and then I would say java test.java, and then you can run true. Okay, next thing is not meaning opposite. For example, if not meaning system dot out dot println out dot println not meaning, not true meaning, I would say not true meaning, it will return the false opposite. It will return the false, right? Come in here and then come Java successfully completed Java, and then test dot. Forget it. Not meaning opposite. If you mention the not true, it will give the false. If you mention the not false, it will give the true. Okay, not meaning opposite. Not meaning opposite. Okay. So operators are done, assignment operators are done, and relational or conditional operators are done, and logical operators are done. So basically, in the operators category, unary will be having the unary operators, and we have the binary operators, and we have the ternary operators. Okay. Unary operators meaning only one value. Here we will be having only one value. Only one value. Okay. In case of ternary operator meaning here we will be having two values. Two values. Two values. Two values meaning two operands. Two operands. Two operands. Are you guys clear with my point? So plus, minus, these all are the operators. If I mention the plus and then if I mention the minus, these all are operators. Operands meaning values. Okay. Unary operators meaning only one. You can perform the operations on the only one value. You can perform the operations on the only one value. One value meaning one operand. Next, ternary operator meaning you can perform with three values. You can perform with three values. You can say three operands. Three operands. Okay. So these all are examples comes under the binary operators. These all are comes under the examples for the binary operators. We are taking as a two operands, and we are doing the operations on the two operands like addition, subtraction. So these all are comes under the examples under the binary operators. Okay, we have the unary operators. Unary operator meaning we can perform the operations on the one operand. Okay, so in the unary operator, I will take the one file and then we'll try to understand what is happening there. This is the class main method, right? So here right now I am taking int x equal to, I am taking some time value. Okay, now I am mentioning x plus plus. Okay, and then done. Here what I am doing, system.out.println. Okay, I am trying to print x value. Here I am doing some, I need to mention some value of x. This is clear what I did. X is holding the value is the 10, right? And I am doing the I am I x plus plus meaning x increment by 1. Okay, variable which is already holding the value is 10, and I am increasing the variable increment by the 1. Variable increment by 1. Increment by 1. Okay, I'm saving this one, and then I will go here, and then I would say compile the file, and then we'll get try to see the result. So Java C and Java test.java. So the value of x is 11, right? So here the same thing, x plus plus I am doing. I'm coming here, and then control V. The same x value I am copying. Save the file, and if I come here, so if I execute the file, we are getting the value is 12. Then what is happening basically here? So whenever you are mentioning the plus plus operator, the value is increased by 1. Okay, value variable is increment by 1. Okay, here also the variable is increment by 1. Okay, so right now I am mentioning minus minus operator, minus minus operator, and here I will mention, I will copy the entire statement. I will copy the entire statement. I will paste here, and then I will, what might be the result I will get? 11. Here we will be having the, which is x value is the 12, and here we are minusing by 1. We are minusing by 1. Now we will get the result as 11. I am coming to here, and then I will compile the file Java C test.java, and then Java. We are getting the 11. So basically here you try to understand x plus plus is the unary operator. Unary operator meaning you can increase by the 1 or you can decrease by the 1. Here we are doing the increment by the 1. Here we are doing the decrease by the 1. Decrease by the 1. Are you guys clear with the pointer? So here we have to remember the few points. Int x is holding the values sometime. Next up, int y is holding the value is x plus plus. Okay, x plus plus, right? Now if I want to try to print SOP of statement y, then what should I get as the output? So how can I decide? There we have the pre-decrement and pre-increment. Basically, there will be having the post-increment and pre-increment. Next we have the pre-increment. Pre-increment, right? So how can I decide this is belonging to post-increment and this is belonging to pre-increment? Uh, Operator after the variable, we can say post increment. Post increment. Then what will happen basically internally? Here it is. Internally, x is the one container, y is the one container, X is the this container name is the X, which is holding the values 10, and Y is the container which is the holding the values x plus plus x plus plus. Then how can I decide this is the post increment or pre increment? This is the variable, right? This is the variable. So after the variable we have the unary, we have the operator, then that is called post increment. Then that is called post increment. If it is post increment, we have to remember one statement. We have to, if it is post increment, we have to remember one statement. The statement is first assign, first assign, and then increment, and then increment. First assigning meaning already X is holding the value 10, right? The same value it will assign to the variable Y also, variable Y also. For example, the same now the same value it will assign to the Y. Okay, and then increment meaning now instead of 11, instead of 10, it can increase by 1. It will be the value is 11. It will be the value is 11. Are you guys clear with my point? Here we have the two containers. One container is the X container, one container is the Y container. So how will you decide? Here I am mentioning Y equal to X plus plus operator. How will you decide this is belonging to post increment and this is belonging to pre increment? We have the operator after the variable, right? So based on that, we can get the clarity. Oh, this is belonging to post increment. Okay, this is post increment. And if it is the post increment, we have to remember this statement. We have to compulsory remember. First, it will assign and then increment. Okay, whatever the value X is holding, it will give. It will assign the same variable to the variable. After the giving, after the assignment is the process is done, then the X value is increment by the 1. X value is increment by the 1. The X value is increment by the 1. So I will show you that one. So I will remove this all. This is the basics, and then here I am mentioning Y equal to X plus plus, and this is the end, right? Okay, so here I will take system dot out dot println. Here I would like to print the x comma value of x is, so I need to print some concatenation, and the same thing value of y also. I'm doing, you can do the concatenation. Okay, you can mention with y, right? This is the value of y. Okay, this, okay, fine. Now if I execute this one, what should I get as the output? Hmm? What is the value of x? 10 or 11. So initially it will get the 10 10. Then which is the post increment, then what will happen? X is increment by the 1. X is increment by 1. So finally we will get the 11 as the result. Okay, I will compile this one and then I will execute this one and then try to understand. So well, we are getting I have to comment this one. Java test or Java, and then have to, we are getting the values. Value x is 11, value y is 10. Okay. So, we'll give some space. value x is 11 and value 10 is 11. Value y is 10. Are you guys clear with my point? What is happening internally? So in the same way, you can try to understand with other one. So which is holding the value. For example, I am taking int a equal to some. I am taking some other int a equal to 10. Okay, and then next here what I am doing int I would say b equal to plus plus a. Okay, then if I try to print SOP of x and y, then what should I get that what should I get as the result? First, so the operator which is available in before the variable or after the variable? Before the variable. So then this is the pre-increment. This is the pre-increment. If it is pre-increment meaning, then what will happen? Then what will happen? How to remember this? First increment and then assign the value. First increment and assign the value. Assign the value. Assign the value. So what will happen generally? I will take, we have the two containers. One container is and then this is the variable A container. I will take some other color. This is the A container. Okay, this is the B container. A container is holding the value is 10. Value is 10 and value is 10. Now, in case of pre-increment, first it will increment. Increment meaning, so instead of 10, it will increase by the 1 and this value it will assign to the 11. Now, if I try to print the value, what value should I get? I will get I will get 10 comma 11. I will get 10 comma 11. Are you guys clear with my point? So basically you have the post increment and pre increment based on the operators. If it is after the variable, we can say that is the post increment. If it is before the variable, then we can say pre increment. Pre increment, okay? Pre increment. We have to remember this logic like first assign. If it is the pre post increment, we have to remember first assign and then increment. If it is, I would say if it is pre-increment, first increment and then assign the value. First increment and then assign the value. Okay. The same thing here I will come to here and then here the same logic. The value x and then here I will take plus plus operator. Okay. And then the value of x and the value of y. Here we will get 10 and then 11. First increment and then assign the value. Okay. Now if I go here Java C test or Java and then Java test. So the value of x is 11 and the value of y is 11. It is showing the both values is 11. The value first it will increase. First it will increase by the 1 and then the same value it will initialize. It will give to the y variable also. It will give to the y variable also. Okay. So in case of unary operators, we have to remember these things. First thing is unary meaning you can increase by the value by 1, you can decrease the value by the 1. And you have the post increment and pre increment. And we have the decrement and have the here post decrement and pre decrement also. I would say post decrement and pre-decrement also. Pre-decrement also. This is also similar to here, meaning if you use the minus minus, then you can say that is the post decrement. Post decrement. Okay. This is also similar to like this only. Here we will increase the value by 1. There we will decrease by the value 1. So remember all the things are same. Okay. All the things are same. Remaining things, whatever that we did in the post increment and the pre increment, the same instructions we have to follow in these two cases also. In these two cases also. So this is the unary operators also very important. So every in the looping statements also we are using the increment or decrement operators. Okay, increment or decrement operators. Next, we can take three values. Normally, how it will be like we will take the one condition. We will take one condition. If the condition is true, we will take one condition. If the condition is true, based on the condition, it will check. It based on the condition, it will check the two values. It will check the two. If it is the condition is true, then we have to print the else. Okay. If the condition is false, we have to print the statement is no. The statement is no. Okay. So we are returning as the output the string. Then we can mention anything. The data type is the string. The data type is the string. So I will show you this one in programmatically. For example, if I take the test.java, now I am taking this one. Here I will take the value, I would say 20. Okay, I am saving this one. And here I am writing one condition. The condition is x is less than y. So this condition is absolutely true. Okay, if the condition is true, I need to display yes message, and then if the condition is false, I need to display no. Okay. Huh? When the condition is false, then it will return the yes. When the condition is false, then we have to display no. So we are returning as yes or no is the string format, right? Then we can mention with result. We have to mention with the data type is the string, and then you can take with system dot out dot println out dot println, and then you can mention with result. Okay, and then how to mention this one. String result x less than or equal to, when the condition is true, then it has to display yes. Once the condition is false, it has to display no. Simply I am going to my command prompt. I need to compile my command java c, and then my, so we are getting the s. We are using the three, so that's why we are calling ternary operators. Ternary operators. Okay, we are using the three operands, so that's why we are calling as the ternary operators. Okay, this is the condition. If the condition is true, then only it has to display this one. For example, if I take the condition is false, then it will display. For example, if I take the less than, I say absolutely greater than. If I take the greater than, then we will get Java C, and then I would say Java test. We are getting the no. So based on the condition, it has to display the value. It has to display the value. Okay. So next operators are, we have the new is the new operator. So what does the purpose of the new operator basically? New is the operator and new is the keyword as well. Okay. The main purpose of the new operator, which is used to create the objects, So already you aware of JVM architecture, right? Our objects will be stored in the heap memory. For example, we have the class like this, public class, and some demo. This is the scope of the class. And if you want to create the object for this class, we need to use the new operator. With the help of new operator only, you can able to create the objects. Okay, you can create the objects. For example, I will create the, so what will happen internally whenever I mention a new operator, JVM will allocate memory for this object. The JVM will got created. This object will got created inside the heap memory, and the object got created. Should I directly reuse this object anywhere? We cannot directly reuse. That's why we are storing this entire object in some reference variable, and this reference variable data type is demo, our class name. Okay, this is the thing we have to follow. New is the operator. The main purpose of new operator, which is used to create the objects. New is the operator which is used to create the objects, right? Next operator is dot operator. New operator, and next thing we have the dot operator. Dot meaning, you can say dot. Dot is also one operator, right? So dot operator which is used to access the class members. Access the class members. Class members meaning, for example, we are using the system.out.println, right? System.out.println, right? So system is the predefined class. Within the system, class is declared with variables and methods. Okay, class is declared with variables and methods. In the system, we might be having multiple variables and multiple methods. How will you access those multiple methods and multiple variables? We can access, we can call with the help of dot operators. Okay, system is the class. In the system, we have the out is the variable, println is the method. We are calling what are the methods and what are the variables are available inside the system class. We are accessing with the help of dot operator. Dot is the operator which is used to access the class members. The class members might be variables, the class members might be methods, which are whatever the variables and methods are available inside the class, you can call with the help of dot operator. This is clear, guys. If I create the object here also, so everything, if the object might be having variables, right? If I want to call the variables, you can call with dot operator. Okay, dot operator is the very important, and anywhere, all the programming, all the times we will use the dot operator. So these are all the operators we have. Arithmetic operators. So basically, we'll be having majorly three types of operators: unary operators, binary operators, and ternary operators. Okay, unary operators meaning only one value. You can do the operation on the only one value. Okay, here we have the like pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, and post-decrement. And when we did the operation on two values, then we can say binary operators. Examples are arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, and then logical operators. Logical operators. These all comes under the binary operators. And we have the ternary operators. Ternary operators meaning we use three operands. Okay, condition, and then if the condition is true, it will return the S. If the condition is false, it will return the no. It will return the no. So after this, we have the few more operators, that is the new operator and dot operator. New operator which is used to create the object, dot operator which is used to access the class members. Access the class members. So these are all the operators we have in the operators. So with this, we're done with operators. So tomorrow we'll start with another one. So as of now, any queries, anyone on operators concept? Operators, operators, and next thing is conditional statements. Next thing is looping statements. Looping statement. Whoever is good at these three concepts, those guys are strong at logical thinking. For logical thinking, these three are pillars. Okay, whoever is good at these three concepts, those guys are strong at logical thinking. Okay, every logical program we can write with the combination of these three things: operators, conditional statements, and looping statements. Okay, if you are good at these three areas, then you can conclude you guys are strong at logical thinking. Okay, these three are very very important. Any program we will write in the back end these three only. These three combination only. Okay, this is very very important. Please multiple. I will say please practice multiple times on these three areas: operators, conditional statements, looping statements. Okay, that's it. New operator, if you see, we have created an object. That object we are storing in reference variable. This reference variable we will use all in the our class. Okay, we cannot directly reuse this one. That's why we are storing this one reference variable. Then wherever the requirement is there, there we will use this reference variable. Next, dot operator. Dot operator which is used to access the class members. Access the members of the class using the reference or column like the follows. Reference. So this is all about the operators. So I hope we covered all the topics in the operators. So you guys please go through it, do the assignments on the operators. Those three are very important. Operators, looping statements, conditional statements. These three are very important for the logical thinking. Okay, so that's it. Online guys, please share.